business thrives on the suffering of the damned. Rot in the solace in the souls of the weak. We have taken refuge here among the mortals in hope of harvest for my innocence. Tread lightly in the search for the voices and stories of the departed. For in shadow hides the evil that lurks within. As the light dies and slowly becomes night, the realm of spirits rule the world. In the darkness of your mind hides your own hidden demons, and brings to life your deepest fear. Do you have what it takes to speak to the dead? Do you accept your own mortality in the search for life after life? Have you ever seen a ghost, spirit, or demon? Have the lights flickered and the room became as cold as death itself? Maybe you have. Maybe it was your own subconscious preparing you for death. Come spend some of what's left of your own existence in our search for the answers that are hidden behind the veil. Shed off the blinders and open your mind's eye and listen to their stories. We are they. We are Incarnate Paranormal.
And what is up, everybody? How y'all doing? Happy Tuesday to you, the 28th. February is over, ladies and gentlemen. We're going into March. Who would have thunk that one? We are 12 shows away from 400. So yeah, I got to pay attention because I got a cat on my lap. Trying to misbehave a little bit, hasn't seen me all day, so you see me get distracted, that's why. Last night we had some EVPs. We really haven't done much. Yeah, we're still stuck at 301. And that was at hour 20. And we're hour 28 minutes into this recorder. Out of 2 hours, 4 minutes, section 1. So hopefully tonight we can get some more EVPs. Where this is at, I don't know. Sorry guys, I'm dealing with a insane cat here trying to eat my pens and my notepad. So we're going to have to enhance this a little bit more. So bear with me. I wasn't prepared. Worried about starting the show before the file was actually ready. Go figure for me, right? Not the first, not the last. But today, another busy day at work. They're trusting me a little bit more with the system, trying to learn it. Kind of let me go on my own with the reins. It's getting there. Systems I haven't used in a long time. Stop eating my headphone cord. Anyways, let's get to some audio, guys. That's playing. Let's amplify this a little bit. There we go. Probably not going to get much throughout the rest of this 40 minutes, but we're going to try. I was surprised last night, so, the possibility is there. Yeah, I did not. I'll give you guys fair warning. I didn't sleep for jack shit last night. This little furry bastard right here on my lap wouldn't let me. Waking me up every single hour for attention. But he's a kitten doing kitten shit. So I gotta be patient with him. It really is good though. My alarm clock. If I forget to set my alarm for 6, he's waking me up at 4:30. Yeah, we might be done on this recorder. And Vexus and Sarah, I see you both snuck in. How you guys doing tonight? All right, maybe that'll work. And before I forget, before we get disturbed by the phone, I should turn off my ringer. There. That's deeper. Okay. At least we're past the 300 mark. Onto some slow recorders. But anyways. So I do have to work. Found out today I have to work the 18th. Saturday night. Fun. But hey, it's overtime, right? For the amount of money I make on overtime, I really shouldn't complain. But it's Saturday night. Guess I should work the overtime, make up what I lost repairing the Jeep. That's it. I warned you, buddy. Sorry, cat goes down. He was warned. Got home today. I'm missing 2 ink pens off my desk. One off the desk, one out of the cup. Little bastard stealing my pens. Now, for those of you with pets out there, do they have any weird things they steal or kind of move in your house? Pillows, pens, remotes, anything? They're ready to load. Sorry guys, I am a little out of it today. Being tired and just aggravated. I'll get over it. Not going to miss a show just because of that. We got to keep grinding, keep the analytics up. I want to be number 1 on Twitch, on talk shows and podcasts this year, 2023, when analytics come out into the year. I want to beat the top 1%. I want to be top 10. Forget being top 1%. I want to be top 10. That means not missing shows, trying to keep the schedule, keep growing like we are. I think we're going to do fine. And if I do still look back and find it a little funny, knowing we only have between 2 and 7 viewers per show, being in the top 1%, knowing people have hundreds of viewers on talk shows and podcasts, and they're not in the top 1% because they don't keep schedules like that. That says something. It's like, you don't have to have big numbers to make an impact on the channel. You just got to be consistent. And I think that's what's keep me driving, is the consistency. I love my small audience. Let's get away from this. Start the next section. No, I don't want to save it. Get over to here. Where are we at? There we go. While that's loading, delete that. We're good there. Shit. Well, we're about to hit a 2-hour dead section. Oh my god. It's alright. We might pull a couple out of here. We've done worse. It's alright. It's alright. Effects. Have to do at least three vocal enhancers. So bear with me, guys. This will take a minute. I'm just going to go ahead and put up the away screen. Talking. Do that. Let's do it this way. That way I don't have the opening sound. Special vocal enhancers. Hopefully we don't get too warbly. It's the worst part when you start a new section. You got to get it set up. Anyway. But the good thing, we do have baseball season coming up. Glad football season's over, to tell you the truth. Okay, let's scroll through. We might have a couple sections where we're going to have something. I'm not going to discredit it all. Might just be a lot of residual door locks too. Let's find out. Let's get over to analyzing. Where are we going to be, guys? Where are we going to be? Good news is I talked to a couple people today. Vexus, I'm here, but Wi-Fi is being all sorts of stupid, so I may be in and out. All good, Vexus. Do appreciate you being here regardless. Even if you're lurking, if your Wi-Fi's acting up, if you just put me on and minimize me, I'm all good with it. We got faces in the room. Being in and out might not be bad tonight, because I don't know.
We are the ones who dwell within.
Hide and Seek World Champ. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to Incarnate Paranormal. We analyze evidence from all my investigations. Currently, we're analyzing Nevada State Prison, my third investigation of the prison. We are on basically night 2 of 3 recorders. We're 4 recorders in of 18 recorders. If you have any questions about the paranormal, please don't hesitate to ask. I will stop the audio, answer anything that I can. Ever do any Bigfoot stuff? Crypto.
We are the ones who dwell within.
Welcome. Ever do any cryptozoology, Bigfoot, Chupacabra, any of that? Honestly, no, I don't. I do follow a couple groups who do. I wish I had time for it. I'll be honest about that. I wish I had time to get into other aspects of the paranormal, the different branches, even UFOs, like I said, Bigfoot, Chupacabra, Loch Ness, any of that. I wish I had time. It is fascinating. Do I believe Bigfoot exists? Yes, I do. There's just too much, but the only downside to me is usually when people talk Bigfoots, it's a bunch of rednecks that come out talking about it. I may not mean that as a joke, but it's like most people, when they talk about being abducted by aliens, it's somebody in a trailer park. But yeah, I wish I had time for it. It's very interesting. There's books out there I do have that talk a little bit about cryptozoology. Very fascinating. It is, and maybe in the future I'll get more into it. But right now we basically look for EVPs, look for spirits, look for the ghosties, and we have a lot of fun with it. Like, I'd like to be able to get up to like Oregon or Washington and see if I could go out in the wilderness and see what I could find. But not going to say it's never going to happen. I could go out and do an investigation in the woods and see if I could find any weird noises. Claim it could be Bigfoot. You never know. You know, there's so much out there we can't disprove. I'm just going to say not discredit, but disprove. Aliens? Yeah, there's aliens. There's otherworldly life. Do I believe there's subterranean beings? I believe subterranean beings are more likely than UFOs. They're talking the hidden colonies underneath the ice in Antarctica. Entirely possible. We have been visited by aliens, I guarantee it. If you're religious at all, in any way, shape, or form, look at ancient writings, they talk about them. Pyramids depict, Aztecs depict aliens. Is it possible we're just one great big science experiment for other races outside this world? Yeah, it's plausible. But like I said, dinner's not agreeing. being religious, any religion for that matter, you have to be almost blind to think that, okay, God created this and everything else out there will just be pretty to look at. We can't be the only intelligent beings in millions of galaxies. Are they like us? No, they're probably not. Are they violent aliens? Yes. Are there friendly aliens? Yes. I mean, we have warring cultures, so it's only logical to think that way. But we're not advanced enough. I'll put movies out into this. Star Trek: First Contact. We're not advanced enough as a race, as a human race, for to be contacted. We haven't evolved enough. I don't want to say that's fact, but it's a good theory. Why does our own government and the world try so hard to cover up something if they say it doesn't exist? Area 51. We know they test secret aircraft out there. There's other top secret areas on the planet we can't go. So why do they try so hard to cover up something that doesn't exist? And I'm even talking about Bigfoot, Loch Ness, Chupacabra, oh God, I forget some of the others. They try so hard to say it doesn't exist and force it down our throats. Oh no, Bigfoot, you know that's just that's a bear, or that's somebody playing jokes on people. And mermaids. Thank you. That's another one that I missed. Did mermaids exist? I don't think in the sense that we know mermaids. You're talking going back in the days of when people traversed the globe by ship, by sailing. They're talking about the siren songs that lured men to their deaths. Could that have been just the wind off the coral reefs and they followed it? Yeah. Could it be the wind off the caves on land and that's the echo it made from sea? Entirely possible. But too many reports of people saying they saw creatures from the sea that looked like women that lured them. Either they really saw something or they had some pretty damn good drugs back then. You know, and you can't, when you mention, you know, Bigfoot, I look down at the cocaine is a hell of a drug, the cocaine bear. We had another follow, hide and seek world champion. You mentioned Bigfoot. Bigfoot is the hide and seek world champion. And I hate using somebody's screen name as an example, but that brings it in. You know, I've been out camping and I've heard some weird shit. I've been out camping in the middle of nowhere and I've seen some weird shit. But does it go to the people who least expect it and they just read our energy? Oh yeah, there's aliens out there. I'm going to go meet one. No. Real talk. Mermaid, would you? After a couple pints or after a couple bottles of rum, I anything's possible. Hot fish lady. Well, if you've seen the movie Splash with Tom Hanks and Daryl Hannah, it's not out of the possibility. And where's this chat going tonight? Oh my God. Speaking of a fish lady, mermaid, would you? Go watch Splash with Tom Hanks and Daryl Hannah. You'll understand. If you haven't watched it, it's 1980, 1984, I think. Maybe mermen are like ducks, giant spiral. Jesus, Vexus. Maybe mermen are top half is the fish and the bottom half is the man. You don't know. Have you seen Ducks Willies? It's crazy. No, I haven't. And I don't think I want to. And I don't even have my duck soundbite. Damn it. Yeah, I don't even have a duck soundbite. And we're not getting any EVPs tonight. At least we're going to have an entertaining chat. Top half fish, bottom part man or lady. Well, if a mermaid was, if it was if it was a mermaid, if the top half was fish and the bottom half was lady, at least both of them would smell like fish. Come on, you had to have known that was coming. Ducks, your first night in here, just be warned. Some of the stuff that comes out of my mouth or goes into chat, you're the eyes are going to snap into the back of your head at least once or twice. Wait till MDS gets in here and he starts talking about getting ghost blowies. Yeah, tell me about it. I know you're probably just laughing now. Talking about getting ghost blowies. I'm going to leave it right there. Because he wants me to design t-shirts, put them in the store for ghost blowies. Yeah, it's going to happen. It's just a matter of when. And we're on to a dead recorder. Ghost blowies like using the prison cell for a glory hole. Or just cut a hole in the sheet. Whichever way you want to look at it. Oh no, I'm actually scared to ask, but please go ahead and put it in chat. We can deal with it there. Real talk, every day I wake up, hope to turn on the news, and they finally got a Bigfoot. It's going to be found one of these days, just like everything else. They're going to prove Bigfoot. they're going to prove Loch Ness, and they're going to prove the existence of spirits. I have no doubts about this. But people need to realize you need to put certain beliefs to the side when you talk about these things. You know, everybody wants to throw religion out there. Give me a white sheet, some cuddles in around the corner, dead saying some a ghost when wham. Peen pops out and gets him. That's when you learn to kind of walk on your hands, put the sheet over your feet, and goes to look in the sheet and he gets poked in the eye. It's like that scene out of Porky's in the shower. Wait, did I just really go there with that? Yes, I did. God, I got issues tonight, guys. Oh, Vexus, you got problems, buddy. You fit in perfectly with this channel. But yeah, they're... let me see if I can find it. I posted something on my Facebook. Let me get the link for you guys.
And start
No,
digging.
Pause. They found some. This is YouTube link for you guys. They've when they were covered up one of the caves or one of the tunnels, Nevada State Prison, they found very large footprints, which they either claim to be giant humans or something unknown. They took imprints of it. Very interesting. They've got hieroglyphs and everything at Nevada State Prison in the caves. Very cool to see. Just too bad people can't go see it anymore because they got it fenced off for safety. But the large footprints very well could be either large prehistoric humans or big feet that had migrated south or lived down in this area, then migrated north. So, is it possible? This is Carson City. Oregon's not that far away. So, don't discredit it. Finding one and fighting it. Yeah, there's several old stories about 8 to 15 foot humans. Large skulls, huge feet. It's out there. But like I said, that dips into cryptozoology. And I dabble in it here and there. Just enough to vaguely know a little bit. It's fascinating. You just described Sarah Sox's husband. What's that, about 8 feet? Was he like 6'8", 6'9", 6'10"? Basically Sasquatch. He's only 6'5". Okay. But that's not Sasquatch then. Unless you're like 5'3", 5'4", then he's going to be a Sasquatch to you. Introduce him to Dead, see if he tries to eat him. Well, I'm 6'3", and Dead's, I think, is 6'4". So yeah, we're a group of Sasquatch. We're a group of tall guys. Let me see if I can find something real quick. So bear with me. Okay. Shit. Samsung email. All right. Bear with me. I'm trying to get a picture for you guys. All right. See if I can get the picture up. Yeah, you're talking two guys that are. You're talking two guys 6'3", 6'3", 6'4", and Sarah Sox's boyfriend is, her husband, sorry, is 6'5". So we're all right in the same height. So we're all Sasquatch. Except I got the feet to match. Fucking size 13 shoe. Sarah Tallman. Yes, we is. The guy at work told me today, he goes, Brett, you're fucking intimidating. It's like, what? He goes, dude, you're 6'3". You're 6'3", 235, 240. It's like, yeah? He goes, dude, guys my size, we don't fuck with you. I'm going, all right. It's like, we see you out in public and we're just standing in your shadow. It's like, okay. It's like, whatever. I'm not that intimidating, am I? But, ducks and, let me get this up for ducks so he could see, this is what we're, this is the audio we're analyzing from the investigation. Is Nevada State Prison. This whole, all these buildings all the way up to the top. You got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. So you got 8 buildings up here alone. Plus these. We didn't get to go into a couple of these. But yeah, this is the investigation we're analyzing. And the pictures across the top of the screen, from left to right, John Hancock, first person to ever be hung in Nevada State Prison. Next picture over is his headstone. That's actually at the graveyard in Nevada State Prison. Edward Carroll Cole, serial killer, killed like 15 women. Uh, Floyd Burton Loveless, next one over. Youngest person to be executed in Nevada State Prison, 17 years old. Tried for murder at 15. Next one over, Guy John. First person to ever be executed by lethal gas. Andreza Markovich. Only person to be executed by firing squad. David Blackwell. Just an asshole spirit in general. Sebastian Bridges. One of the spirits we have got EVPs from. Daryl Mack. Last person to be executed in Nevada State Prison. Jesse Bishop. One of the most violent prisoners they had. Very douchey prisoner. When they executed him in the gas chamber, they said he basically told them, "You're not going to be the reason I go out of this world." And as soon as those pellets hit the liquid, he started taking deep breaths, saying that he's going to take himself out. Kind of a ballsy way to go. And the last one was not executed in Nevada State Prison, but he was he died from a heroin overdose. Now, investigating the prison 3 times. Excuse me 1 second. Excuse me. We think he was murdered. We think somebody snuck into his cell and gave him a hot dose. Heroin, died from overdose of heroin, like I said. But he was put in prison for murdering his mother and pulling a Norman Bates on her. He basically decapitated her and did dirty things to her body for about a year. All while strung out on heroin. So, yeah, very sick and twisted individual. And we are not getting a lot of evidence tonight, guys. So we will be going back, or I'll be going back in September for my 4th investigation of the prison. So what I do is I've opened up the investigation to my viewers as well. If you've been in the channel for a while, if you like the paranormal, if you've ever wanted to investigate, you're more than welcome to join the investigation. I've opened it, like I said, I've opened it up to my viewers. Not only people I investigate with, but people who have frequented this show for well over 100 shows. I'm getting ready to hit number 400 here in a couple weeks. Anybody who wants to experience the paranormal, I've invited my viewers. Problem is, you need your gear. Oh, you need some gear. Your hotel, your airfare, rent a car, all that. 3 nights in the prison. Getting ready to have a visitor here, I think. You're probably looking around $1,500 for 3 days. So, Ears is here. Yes, she is. How you doing tonight, Ears? Grinch. I'm doing good, thank you. Busy day at work. I didn't sleep for crap last night. The furball wouldn't let me. I am blaming Jack. He woke me up every frickin' hour. I finally got to sleep about 11 because he wouldn't stop running around the house. He woke me up at 12, like 1:15, like 2 o'clock, like 2:30, like 1:40, like 3:30, and then again at like 4:45 when I have to be up at 6. And I got like 30 minutes more sleep, and he was just woke up and he's licking my head. He's a watchdog. Something is going on. No, he's a kitten. He's doing kitten shit. Aren't you, Jack? Either that or he's watching out for the haunted objects in my room. And everybody, most of the people that have been here a while, know I have 4 haunted dolls in my room. Here's one of them. This is, no, she doesn't. She's a Japanese geisha. I got this from one of my my lifelong friends. Basically, he got this from one of his best friends, who one of his friends passed away, and his family gave it to my friend, and they told him ever since we've had it in the house, we never felt right. I don't. I'll tell you, it's a jealous spirit that's attached to her. As soon as my buddy brought it into his house, his marriage started suffering. And he calls me up, he goes, Brent, I need help. I need help. Get over here. It could be I will not investigate my own house. I will not. That's a number one rule. You don't investigate your own home. So I went, nice cock hat. Yeah, Gorin Brothers, the Barnyard Collection. Gorin Brothers Barnyard Collection. That's it. But he called me over, and she doesn't. She behaves. So he takes me out in the garage. He's got a sheet over it. As soon as he lifted the sheet up, I'm like, "There's your problem." I didn't even have to. Sammy Sue. She's a geisha, not a. She's from Japan, not from Alabama. But I was like, dude, I said, what do you want to do? He's like, get her out of my house. He's like, I want her gone. I was like, yeah, but his friend's name was Owen. I'm like, yeah, but Owen gave this to you. He goes, his parents told me they never felt right having this doll. He goes, I don't feel right having it. Brent, you know how to handle these things. Get rid of it. I'm like, all right. So him and his wife were like at each other's throats. I got it out of the house. He calls me the next day and says, my wife and I are getting along again. She goes, we're actually talking like we normally do. He goes, it was that fucking doll. And we call her Yuri. I have no problem with that. Okay, this is the second one. This little shit is he was active for 3 days when I brought him home. And when I say 3 days, I mean 3 days. That's purely Pennywise. Mind you, he's only about 4 or 5 inches tall. He's a figurine. This was given to me as a gift. This clown has been on ghost adventures. This figurine has been on Ghost Adventures. The Clown Motel, Tonopah, Nevada. I investigated it, and there's a sign in the office that says, ask about purchasing the clowns. He was just noisy. A lot of footsteps, he behaves now. But I asked him, I'm like, can I buy one of the clowns? He's like, they're not for sale. It's like, why is the sign up? Oh, it gets people to ask about him. He probably wanted attention. So it's like, okay, start talking about it. And like, I'd investigated the motel like 3 or 4 times already. So I'm not a rookie to this, to the clown. She's like, I tell you what. She goes back on the desk, picks him up and hands him to me. She goes, that's a gift for you. I'm like, what? I can't do this. She goes, no, it's a gift from me to you. It's like, I almost started crying. Then I went back home and I watched the Ghost Adventures episode, and about halfway through when they're interviewing in the office, this little shit was back on the desk. You can actually see him in the background. Now, these are the most aggressive ones. He does. They all do. Especially these two. Especially these two. And the Ouija. I had a residential investigation. Lady and her daughter. These two. Give you a little history. They don't. They come from Vietnam in the 50s. I'll talk about the dolls, then I'll get to the Ouija. Let's just say that when the owner of the doll, when she was a little girl, mind you, we're talking back in the 50s. Her parents brought him home from Vietnam for her and gave him to her, put him on her dresser. She told me that several times throughout her childhood, she would wake up and see these two dancing on her nightstand or dancing on her dresser. So she got scared and she put them into a box. And they stayed in a box her entire life. We're talking up until about 5 or 6 years ago. So she calls me over, or she finds a team, calls the team I was with, and she's like, we're doing the interview. Then we start doing the walkthrough, and I get out in the garage and I'm like, what do you have out here? She's like, what? It's like, what do you have out here? I said, there's energy out here. The Mada, vengeful spirits of the drowned. It's possible. But they were dancing like they were celebrating. Ma Tong Vong. Oh, Dan Vong. Okay. She's like, I've got some dolls out here. It's like, okay, let me get my meter. She opened the box and the meter went bloop, bloop, bloop. I'm like, there you go. I said, there's your problem. She's like, what? I'm like, this is the root of your problem. The meter spiked right in front of her. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. She's like, okay, we go back in, we finish the interview, we do the investigation. Some other things that happened in the house that she revealed to me that I still can't get into because of client confidentiality. Excuse me, because of client confidentiality. There were 2 or 3 other spirits in the house. One of them got me bad. I mean, let me pause this for a minute because this is gonna take a minute. Oh shit! Come on, really? You're gonna do this to me? Okay. Uh, we were up in the team. There was 4 of us plus her up in the master bedroom doing an EVP session. The rest of the team's helping. They're got the meters out, cameras, and I spaced out for like 10 or 15 minutes. Like they said, I was asking questions that didn't make sense. The blue one is the one that they have problems with the most. The blue one actually has a broken arm, and was the one she got the worst from. But back to the investigation, I'm sitting there just asking questions, and they're talking to me, and I'm not registering anybody talking to me. And all of a sudden, it's like I just come to, and I'm like, "Where am I?" They're like, "What?" It's like, "Where am I?" Like, "Brent, you're on an investigation. You're sitting down." I'm like, "How'd I get here?" They're like, "What?" It's like, "How did I get here? What am I doing?" They're like, "Brent." It's like, and I wasn't registering. They said they were watching me, and it wasn't me. And it's like they kept talking. Something took me over. Something got me. And they literally had to talk me out of a trance. I got into some kind of a vortex, and it I don't know if it was one of these two, but it was something. And they finally got downstairs. I'm like, "Guys, I'm okay now." They're like, "Brent, we were talking to you and you weren't responding." Even the owner of the house was like, "Brent, I'm worried about you." I'm going, I'll be fine. Just sage, let's do St. Michael's prayer. Sage me. I'll be okay. So we start continuing, and we finished the investigation and left. We had to come back. We started having problems with her daughter. The reason I got the Ouija, I also have a tarot deck that I took from her. The daughter was using the Ouija alone and started getting really bad. So we took the Ouija out. I was like, "You're not." I was like, "No." I took the Ouija. I told her, "You're not doing this. Don't ever do it again." I was like, "If I hear you using a Ouija by yourself, you're going to have to answer to me. I'm going to go to your mom, and you're going to deal with me personally." And I made her understand how bad Ouijas can be. She's like, I was like, "Is there anything else?" She goes, "Yeah, I use tarot." I'm like, "Okay, give me the deck." Yeah, I said, "You can use tarot alone, but tarot and Ouija together, you're asking for problems. You need to study it a little bit more before you get into it." So I took them both. I got home, I went through the tarot deck, and the death card was missing. She took the death card out. So I had to go and get the card back too. Right after I took the Ouija and the tarot back out, she tried to take her own life. She didn't succeed, thank God. But I think it was something to do with the Ouija. I can almost guarantee it had something to do with her using the Ouija board by herself. And it shook me up. Her daughter had been living back and forth between her and her dad, and it happened at her dad's house. If I remember, it happened at her dad's house. Yeah, Ouijas are fuck around and find out. They really are. I've got the Ouija behind me in the record in my stereo cabinet. These 2 dolls, I have blessed crosses over them, along with the clown. So nothing's gonna happen. Even the doll, I have a blessed cross sitting in front of the case. I keep these things at bay. I acknowledge them. I say hi to them. I tell them to behave, and they do. But oh, don't! I hope to God he didn't take it out of the cemetery. Oh, please tell me he didn't take it out of the cemetery. One of the worst things you could do. You're welcome, Grinch. We're not finding a lot of audio, and I like digging back into the past paranormal for those that haven't been here for very long. He took it to the office, even worse, just as bad. You find a Ouija in a graveyard, leave it where it's at. Because if you touch it, you can pick up whatever's attached to it. Like, people, it was handmade, just as bad. Ouijas, there's really only one true way to dispose of them, and that's to bury them. People like to say, oh, let's burn it. You just destroyed the vessel. Bury it. Bury it with a cross if it makes you feel better. So, be careful with Ouijas. Public service announcement. He's smarter than the average bird. I know a lot of people who say, I found a Ouija. What'd you do? I took it home. You did what? Please tell me you're joking. They left it there for a reason, and you just brought it home with you. I've kicked people off investigations for playing with Ouija boards, for bringing Ouija boards. Yeah, she behaves, and she's actually right behind me. That's why I want to find a way to do when I have my full screen cam without the green screen. Then when I go to analyzing, I have the green screen. Only way I know to do that is to have two cameras. But I also need the new table behind me to do it. I won't ever do anything Ouija. I won't either. Had a bad experience as a kid, and I'll never do it again. I'd rather somebody use a Ouija than a phone app on the investigation. That's how much I hate phone apps. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, is doing a separate camera. But like I said, I need a new table behind me, and I'm actually working on that. But I got some bills to take care of, so that's down the road. As I start getting more haunted objects, who's to say? But yeah, they are interesting. Threw the Italian spice at his head. Oh, that's funny. That's actually funny. The ghost is looking out for you. You got a guardian angel right there in your house. Yeah, don't argue with her. Just admit you're wrong and walk away. Share the ghosts in our bedroom. We have many. Probably right from the cemetery. They're probably traveling right over because they know. They know you'll talk to them. They know they're safe. we might take a break one night and go back through old. I can play EVPs from the residentials. I just can't share anything else. uh, okay, okay, okay. There's. You know what? Let's do something here. Since we're not getting anything, let's do something here. It's a lot of EVPs, so bear with me. Okay. I'm going to go through some of these EVPs from the investigation from the dolls and the Ouija. We're going to leave here in a few minutes. Do you have any messages for us? Or Pam or Mercedes? We're going to leave here in a few minutes. Do you have any messages for us? Or Pam or Mercedes? Do you have any messages? No. And this is back when I was using a spirit box. Mind you, I've gotten away from doing that. Are you going to attack me again like you did a few minutes ago? Are you going to attack me again like you did a few minutes ago? Are you trying to scare Pam and Mercedes out of this house? Are you trying to scare Pam and Mercedes out of this house? Go ahead.
Was there a baby involved?
What the You didn't hear that? I heard a no. You're telling me? And there's 44 EVPs we're going to listen to from this house. Was that you that just moved behind Pam? Was that you that moved behind Pam? Yes. Now that I know how to use this a little bit better, now that we can actually clean this up better than what it was, we can clear as day. Yes. I saw you peeking your head out at me.
Good morning.
I don't know if that's going away. I think that's the C word. I think this is the C word. Let's clean it up. Caution. Danger, Will Rogers. Danger.
Good morning. Watch.
I told you, it's freezing in here. I told you, it's freezing in here.
It's freezing in here. Yep. Let's go back to that one. Saw you peeking your head out at me.
Good morning.
Even at go away, it's still. Even at go away, it's still a great EVP. This is.
And we get control through. 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 And control through, 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 control through.
There's a lot of these.
Crossover. Safe.
That's odd.
Crossover.
Crossover and safe.
So you want us to help you? So you want us to help you? So you want us to help you?
This is one of the few times in my investigations when I use the Ovilus where I can't debunk it. And when I'm saying I can't debunk it, I use the Ovilus on about, yes, we did. We actually did it. After all was said and done, we went in and we blessed the house. We tried to help everything pass over and do a cleansing.
Crossover. Safe.
So crossover and safe on the Ovilus. Then we get Brandy asking, do you want us to help you? We get the response of yeah. So 2 words on the Ovilus saying crossover, then the Spirit saying, yes, I want help. We're talking less than 4 times I've ever had the Ovilus actually be accurate. I sold it after my one investigation. It was like, you know what? There's too many things to debunk on this. Send us screaming out into the streets. Nice hiss. You hear that?
Yeah.
And everybody heard it. You hear that?
Yeah.
You hear that? Everybody hears the hiss in the room. You hear that?
Yeah.
You hear that?
Yeah.
You hear that? Now that's creepy, hearing a hiss. It's like they're aggravated with it. Like, it's like, yeah, maybe we're not doing the right thing.
Flush. Flush.
What's the most recent? Oh, it's been a couple of months. I just hear on my nightstand. But they're in cases. I've got blessed rosaries over their cases. They don't do much. I might hear a little whisper here and there occasionally, but it's been a while. Like I said, I acknowledge them.
Do you have control over Mercedes? Do you have control over...
Yeah, that's exactly. I'm still here. Don't worry. I think that's pretty much what it is.
over Mercedes?
I forget the response on this one.
Do you think I'm a jerk? Do you think I'm a jerk?
Yeah, I do too. That ain't shit, yeah?
Does it upset you that Mercedes is not here with us tonight?
Let me enhance. Now that I know how to use this program more, when I first started using Adobe, I didn't know how to do all this. So we're going to clean this up as good as we can. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Talking to little friends, aren't they? Yeah. It's these, like I said, this was probably in my top 2 residentials. Top 1 that rocked my shit, but top 2 for, or top 3 for evidence.
Alright, have you followed us back over from the other room?
I'm good.
Daily upwards.
Sounds cool.
Absolutely.
Alright, have you followed us back over from the other room?
I'm good.
Daily upwards.
Sounds cool.
Some of those might be radio. Going back, and this is the number 1 reason I stopped using spirit boxes. There's just too much coincidence when it comes to radio stations.
You're gonna bless us. You're gonna bless us.
Pretty. This one's no. Get out of the room is pretty much I think what it's saying. It's a get out of the room real fast. So you see how much activity there actually is in this house.
Is that you standing the other side of that glass door? Is that you standing the other side of that glass door? Is that you standing the other side of that glass door? Is that you standing the other side of that glass door?
Say hi to everybody, Jack.
Is that
Say hi
you
to
standing
everybody.
the other side of that glass door? Is that you standing the other side of that glass door? Is that you standing the other side of that glass door?
Yeah, the boss is here. Sounds like founding. Found me. Thank you, Grinch.
I'll ask the same thing I asked in the other room. Did Mercedes hide the Devil and Death cards from the tarot deck inside the spell book?
I heard
Yeah, explain this one. We're hearing this with our own ears. Did she hide the devil and death card in the spell book? And we get this weird sound. She did, yes.
I heard
Exactly.
scratching over there.
I'll ask the same thing I asked.
I heard scratching over there.
I'll ask the
I heard scratching.
And you heard
over
Brandy.
there. I heard scratching.
She
over
heard the
there.
scratching.
I heard scratching over there.
We all heard the scratching. We heard the scratching, and she did. This was a heavy investigation. You don't run into these very often.
Could you do me a favor? A very simple question for you. How many people are in this room right now? Could you do me a favor? A very
I don't remember where the response was on this one. Right there. Three.
Could you do me a favor? A very simple question for you. How many people are in this room right now?
3.
I'm not seeing physical forms tonight. I'm seeing shadows.
Yeah.
Because I can usually
That's what
see
we
them.
saw the last time, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Was
yeah.
shadows.
I'm not seeing physical forms tonight. I'm seeing shadows.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I can usually
That's what
see
we
them.
saw the last time, wasn't it?
If you are in here with us, can you go into the other room and tell them exactly what you told Brandy about the flashlight? See if you got that much power. And come back to us.
I can't. There's 2 voices there. One I missed. I can't go back to the client and say I found more evidence. I just can't do it. That would not be good. I got the I can't part. The first part I can't make out. Sit on this couch. Okay.
Is that you changing the environment? Is that you changing the environment?
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, Angel.
Mhm.
I think you
It's back.
should.
What? Oh my goodness.
Alright.
You saw, everybody saw that
How's
was
that
dead.
possible?
It's not.
I don't smell the sulfur anymore. Should I stay here?
Yeah, stay right there.
Did you smell
I'm
it
gonna
tonight?
recreate what we were doing.
Okay. Did you smell that tonight though?
Not yet.
Okay.
Now you gonna growl again? You gonna try to scare me out of this room?
Jerk.
Now if I ask you nicely, will you please leave this house and never return? Now if I ask you nicely, will you please leave this house and never return? Okay, I'm not the...
Hold on, guys. Sorry, guys. Hang on. Dealing with a pain in the ass cat.
Okay, I'm not the...
Sit dark over here. Yeah. Sit dark over here. 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 Sit dark over here.
Yeah.
Okay, I know that, but congruism, I don't even know what that is. Okay, I know that, but congruism, I don't even know what that is. Okay, I'm not.
See, I don't know this one. Some of this we weren't able to make out.
I heard that too.
Now, Grinch, I need your ears on this one. This one I have no idea on. Okay. Special vocal enhancer. Let's go back and do a couple more. Now that it's clean, I can't make this out. I don't know. Oh. Okay. Let's go with. Pump this up some more. I don't know. Doesn't sound like English to me. But this isn't the end of the EVP. There's actually more further down here. Wake up, Quinn. Wake up. You guys take this.
Wait there.
All right.
My home. My home. My home. My home. My home. My home.
My home.
My home. My home. My home. My home. My home. My home. My home.
Pretty simplistic spirit saying my home. It's not, but
Or are you not gonna tell us?
dolls. Dolls like the ones that I took out of the house. Think about that one. Something didn't want those dolls out of the house.
Does it upset you that the 2 dolls and the Ouija board are no longer in this house?
So follow. This is.
I can't even see who's standing next to me. Did I just say fuck you?
Ovulus 5B saying fuck you, and it's not even in its dictionary.
Did I just say fuck you?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you can see the spirit. This is a follow-up after we took the Ouija and the dolls out. We get a fuck you. Time out. Oh, sorry guys. Damn.
Constant 3 dots since I turned it on.
Mm-hmm.
And I've never seen that. Usually...
Read.
I'm here. In here or I'm here. And that's I hated the phonetic mode with the Ovilus because it's so garbled and robotic, made it very tough to decide some of these EVPs.
Puddle?
Puddle of what?
Mud.
You said mud.
I did.
He did.
I did.
Oh, but it could be something else. Blood. Maybe. Maybe. Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Very timid, maybe.
Maybe. Maybe.
Is this house built on your resting place? Is this house built on your resting place?
Simple no. Is this house built on your resting place? What's up, buddy? What's wrong? What's wrong, buddy? Cat's next to me whining. Something's wrong.
So, Pam is selling this house because of you. How do you feel?
Sell the house.
So, Pam is selling this house because of you. How do you feel about that?
Leave? So you want us to leave?
And guys, that's you pretty much get the idea of this residential. Lot of bad EVPs. A lot of bad spirits here. But we're getting up towards 2 hours. Didn't realize it was that late. We didn't get anything on NSP, so I had to take a step back. And as I shared the dolls, the Grinch requested, then kind of got into the EVPs from one of the investigations involving that. So kind of gave us a little refresher and here EVPs that we can get, we have got, and what the potential is on residentials. But all these have their stories and they have their place. So hope you guys enjoyed that. That being said, guys, I truly thank you for being here. Sarah, Grinch, Bones, Vexus, Ducks, and everybody else. Hope you enjoyed it tonight. Thank you so much for being here. We'll be back tomorrow night around 6:30, so Make sure and stay tuned for that. You guys have a great night. God bless. Thanks again, and I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a good night.